Hello and welcome to Yoginah. Today we have a prenatal yoga class. We're gonna need a chair and a yoga ball. We have a big one, maybe if you have a small one or a smaller one, it is okay, you can use them anyway. We're gonna try to stretch a little bit the body completely, legs, hips, back and shoulders. So we're gonna start this practice seated in the chair, just slightly to the edge of the chair, both of the feet really rooted on the floor. Take both of your hands on the ball. Inhale, look front. And when you exhale, we're going to try to move the ball forward or to the front. Just take it slow. You can always put your elbows in the ball and just adjust your legs, your knees, and also your bottom. And try to stretch our hands. Maybe our forehead is going to touch the ball, and it's okay. Just stay in there, stretching your back, feeling your glutes, feeling your shoulders, and then come back slowly. Adjust again, and when you exhale, just bring yourself again forward. Move yourself from side to side. It's just a small movement. Breathe, open your chest. Good. We're going to come back to the center, and when you're ready, just inhale, exhale, and just move yourself all the way up. We're going to move our hands through the front and to our hips. So just inhale and exhale slowly and steady. When you exhale, just bring yourself forward, and when you inhale, bring yourself up. Again, exhale, inhale up, exhale to the front. Good, inhale up, exhale, inhale. Good. Feel your back and your shoulders and come back to the center. Perfect. Move your head from side to side. If there's any tension in your neck, we need to, every time we feel it, just take it away with gentle movements. You know your body, you know what it needs. Great, and come back slowly. We're going to try to do some gentle twists. So we're going to move from side to side, but just remember that this movement is a gentle movement. We're going to try to do it with the shoulders and upper back instead of the abs. You can always grab the back of the chair or maybe the bottom of the chair. It depends how you feel and what do you want. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale and open. Good, continue the movement. Feel the extension of your back. You can twist as much as you can. The last one. Good. Move yourself forward again and up. Good. Try to move the ball with your hands. Try to stretch your shoulders to the front. Try to stretch your hips and glutes. Great. We're going to take the ball and we're going to put our both feet, knees open from side to side. Adjust yourself until you touch with your back, the back of the chair. And we're going to rock both of the legs forward and back. Just imagine that you're opening slightly your hips. You're warming up your hips, your legs, your knees. If the soles of your feet they don't touch themselves, it's okay. Just remember to adjust every time that you need it. And move slowly the ball. Open, close. And just leave both of your legs stretched. Good. Look to your toes. Point your toes to the sky. Just move your feet, your ankles, your toes. Feel the line between your ankles, your knees, and your hips. Great. And we're going to just point the toes forward, stay in there for a little bit. Move your legs from side to side. Just feel that extension again of your legs. And then again, bend your knees. Good. Come back until you can touch with the ball of the chair maybe. Feel your back really straight up. Good. And just leave your legs like that. Imagine that you want to touch with your hands, your toes, and bring the ball a little bit closer to the chair and to your legs. Feel that stretch. Feel your shoulders. Feel the opening of the hip. And then we're going to just take one leg down. We're going to move one leg from side to side. If you can see, it's like half of a circle. Sometimes we lose the ball and it's okay. If you lose the ball, you can just adjust again your feet on top of it and just continue with the movement. Great. And then just come back to the center. Grab with both of the hands the ball. Place your leg a little bit on top of it. And then just with your hands, just push yourself down and up. Imagine that you want to make some pressure on your hip, on your knee. So just be careful. It depends on your flexibility. So just be careful how much you go down and how your knees bend. Every time you go down, just exhale. And just stay in there, maybe for a little bit. Just pumping, pushing. Good. The space always for your belly has to be free. And then we're going to go up when you inhale. And exhale. Just take all the pressure away from your leg. Stretching the leg. We're going to do the other side. So both legs again on top of the ball. This time we're going to move the legs or just shake a little bit our toes and our ankles. Feel how the ball moves. Good. Sometimes we have our legs really tired in this last trimester. And it's really good for your blood, for your legs. and the swelling of your feet. And we can do some circles, and then whenever you're ready, we're going to do the other leg. So just remember which one you did first, and then just switch sides. And we're going to take the leg down. But remember, every time we put a leg down, it has to be really rooted on the floor. Feet completely on the floor. And then we're going to open the leg that is bent. Remember that these are like half of a circles. Good. Great. Again, adjust your leg. Come back to the center. And with both of your hands, just take the ball. And we're going to rest down every time we exhale. So, bring both of your hands on the ball. Adjust your back. Inhale slowly. And when you're ready, just exhale and press yourself down. Remember to be careful with your knee and your hip. Good. Again, down and up. That's why we're going really slow with this sequence, because we always have to adjust ourselves and be mindful of our belly and how every movement feels inside of us, in every joint. Good. Just staying there, just pressing down, breathing. At least for myself in this last trimester, my back and my hips were really sore all the time. So this movement, it allows my hip to just release all the tension, because we sleep from side to side and it just makes a lot of pressure on the glutes. And then we come back. Good. Both feet pressing just slightly the floor, and with the knees just press the ball in and out. And again, in when you exhale, out when you inhale. Press your knees to the ball. It doesn't have to be too much or too strong. You just have to have the pressure needed for you. Good. Feel your breathing. This is really good. Feeling the pressure down on your hips, on your knees, on your pelvic floor. Good. And then both feet on the floor. Move your hands to the front. Stand up from the chair and just allow your back to stretch completely. Maybe the crown of the head is just touching the ball, but your legs are open, your knees are straight, and your back is just moving gently to the front. When you're ready, inhale, bring yourself up, and we're going to move ourselves until we can put the ball closer to the ball, and we can put both of our hands on top of the ball. Both feet open or toes looking out, and we're going to just move from side to side until you can get closer with one knee on the floor, and then move the other one or move to the other side. It's again between the toes and the heel. So just feel free to move as much as you want. Good. Feel that stretch. Let's go up. Stretch yourself up and then down. Good. It's a big and deep squat. So just down and up. Use your hands on the ball so you can feel the support in the upper back, and down when you exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Good. Elbows on the ball. Adjust your legs. And then just take your head or your forehead on the ball and just move or rock from back to front. You're gonna feel your toes just lifting a little bit from the floor and then just pressing the heels down. It's just a small and really simple movement, but it's gonna stretch the back of your legs completely. Good, I have my hands interlaced. It feels so much better for my elbows and my shoulders. And when you're ready, just inhale, look forward, both hands on the top of the ball. Open a little bit more your legs. Good, and we're gonna just move one leg. If you can see, I'm gonna move the left one and I'm gonna bring my right hand on my hip or maybe my waist, and then I'm gonna move to the other side. Again, this is a side twist for the upper body, not for the lower body, not for the abs. So just be mindful. That's why we just bend one leg so we can take the tension away from the middle back. And just switch every time you breathe. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, touch with both of the hands ball. Inhale, open to the other side. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, bring yourself up. And we're going to take the ball on the back of the chair so we can move the legs on top of the chair. So we're going to take the left leg up. Good. Adjust your right leg on the floor. Both hands on the back of the chair. And we're going to try to move our hips forward. Try to bring the hips closer to the back of the chair. The chair doesn't have to move. It has to be all the time really well placed on the floor. And then we can again move the hips back, move the hips forward, just staying there, just stretching, and then adjust a little bit the back leg and stretch completely the left leg. This is gonna be sometimes a little bit more difficult if you have sore legs, but you can always move your hands and move the right leg so it feels more comfortable. And then slowly just bend the knee and come back to the center. We're going to try to do almost the same but on the side. So just move the right leg. This time is just pointing to the side, and the left leg is still pointing to the back of the chair. We're going to move the hip so we can touch with our hand the back of the leg and then come back. If you can see, it's a motion from the hip and knee. The heel can go up. Just feel this movement and move until you feel comfortable. Up. Again. Up. Good. And then bring the leg down. Grab both of the hips and we're gonna just move in circles. Just move slowly with your breath. And then we switch sides. Take all the pressure away from your hips, glutes, and lower back. Great. We're going to try to take the other leg up. Now we are with the right one. Take the back of the chair, adjust your left leg, and then we're going to just start like moving forward and back. Remember to stretch as much as you can. Be really mindful with the back leg that is stretching completely with the knee. And just press your hips as comfortable as you need it. Good. We stretch the leg to the back. Stay in there for just a few breaths. Adjust every time you need. Every time you need to bend one knee, just bend it and stretch again. Breathe. Allow yourself to open. And then just bend the knee. We're going to just turn to the side. This time the knee or the right knee is just facing the back of the chair. I'm going to move my chair. You don't have to move it. I'm just going to move it so you can see it. Move, remember, just the hip to the side. You can always grab the chair to feel more comfortable, to feel more secure doing this movement. Good. Be careful also with your left knee. Feel the stretch in your hip. Good. We stay in there for just one breath and then we come back and both legs down. Great. Again, open your legs, open your feet to the sides, grab your elbows. And we're going to just move from side to side. This movement is really important that you do it with your back really straight up. Try not to move around the back to the front. You can always move the head. Just feel your armpit, how it just opens. Good. And then both hands down. Now let's take the chair out and we're just going to stay with the ball. We're going to sit on top of it. Now we're going to try to move the hips and we're going to try to rock them forward and back. When we go back, if you can see, the legs are really straight. But we have to remember not to move too much or lift the glutes away from the ball. Just stretch and then press forward. Good. Feel your legs, glutes, hips, back, hands. You can always use them to feel the stretch on your legs, on your thighs. Just a little bit more. And then we're going to move from side to side, stretching one leg and then stretching the other one. Both of your feet have to be really, really planted on the floor, rooted on the floor. They don't have to move. Both of them are your safe point for every single move. Good. Just a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Just again, put both of the legs a little bit closer to the ball. Take both of your hands up, stretch a little bit your back, shoulders, elbows, and middle back. Feel the ball on your glutes, your legs on the floor, and when you exhale, just bring the left elbow on your left thigh. And we're going to move the right hand to the back and to the back of the head, just bending the elbow and then touching the ball. So every time you go up, you inhale. Every time you go down, you exhale. Good. Remember, just stretch your back. Try to feel straight your whole body instead of just feeling unstable on the ball. Good. When you exhale, just bring your elbow closer to your face and just move it gently to your shoulder. Rest slowly and then inhale, both hands up, and exhale, we just switch sides. Left hand goes up and down. Every time it goes up, it goes behind our head, maybe just touching the ear, and then down. Feel your shoulder. Good, and we stay in there. We just press slowly the elbow to our face and the face, gently to our shoulder. And then all the way up. And exhale, slowly bring both of your hands again to your thighs. Move from side to side. You'd grab your belly if you want. And we're gonna just take the ball out of our glutes and we're gonna just put our knees on the floor. Bend your knees, sit on your heels, open both of your legs to the sides, and just grab the ball with your hands. You can place your face on the side and just feel that your chest can get closer to the ball. Breathe, feel the extension of your hip, and then move from side to side slowly. Good. Also, you can move your back. You can feel your whole body aligning and strengthening. If it's really uncomfortable for you to be in this position with your legs, you can always put something underneath your knees or maybe your insteps. And then we're going to just rock to the front and to the back. But we're going to try to put one hand on the floor, the left one, and just stretch the right one. Try to always place your palm on the top of the ball. Now feel your back. If it's really arching, just try to bring your abs together. Toes on the floor. Knees underneath your glutes and stay in there, just stretching your elbow, shoulder. Breathe slowly. And then come back. Great, now the other side. So grab the ball with the left hand. Stretch the hand to the front with the ball. Now remember to stay tuned with your abs. Feel your lower back. If it's arching, just remember to stretch a little bit more with your hips or maybe with your knees. Be mindful of your abs and your belly. And when you exhale, we're going to come back, glutes to heels. We're going to try to hug the ball. So imagine that you're hugging the ball. Your chest is on the ball and your belly is free. So we can go front and back with our breath. So every time you inhale, we go front, and every time we exhale, we just get closer to our heels with our glutes. Stretch your legs. Press your hips to the floor as much as you can. Be careful and mindful with your belly, with your baby. Good. Feel the stretch in your glutes and on your back when you go back. Good. And come back again to your heels. We're going to try to do some side twists. This movement is always really good for your upper back, but also it depends on how you feel and how much you can go. And this is gonna be okay. If you can go just a little bit to the side, it is okay. Fingertips on the floor. Try to feel your back completely straight. Let's go to the other side. Try not to force too much. If it's really uncomfortable for you, this position for your legs or your insteps, just be mindful too how much you're pressing down. And then come back to the center. Good. Let's take the ball to our toes. So we're gonna go first with the left one. So imagine that you want to touch with your toes the ball, both hands on the floor, and we're gonna try to stretch the leg to the back. So inhale deeply, and when you exhale, just stretch your leg. Feel the stretch on your glute, and then come back, knee on the floor. And we just repeat, inhale and exhale, come back. Inhale, come back and exhale. One more stretch and stay in there for just a little bit. Exhale. If you feel that it's too much pressure on your wrists, you can lower down the right elbow. But that depends on you. Breathe, feel your belly, your back, your arms and your shoulders are wide open. And then come back to the center. Let's try to bring the leg to the side. So we just do like half circles again. We open the hip and we close. Good. In this movement, we have to adjust all the time. The feet, the ball. Good, both knees on the floor. Let's do the other side. So we're just gonna switch legs. Now right toes touching the ball. We're gonna try to stretch and bend the knee. So whenever you're ready, remember, wrists underneath your shoulders, stretch and bend when you exhale. Good. If you need to lower down your elbows on the floor, you can do it. Everything is possible. You just have to feel comfortable with the movements. Don't forget your breath. We're going to stay in there for just a little bit. And we're going to go from side to side when you're ready. Remember, half circles. You don't have to go too much to the right side. Good. Feel the stretch of your sit bones, the glute. The last trimester, we always sleep on the side, so the hips and the glutes get a little bit tighter and tighter every time, every day. So this is a good way to stretch them a little bit. Come back with the knee on the floor, both hands on the floor, glutes to the heels. take the ball, put it on your back. Try to open a little bit more your knees to the sides. Take with your hands your head and just lean down to the ball. Open your chest, feel the arch on your back, the extension, the full openness of your chest. Just breathe in and out, and maybe you can feel a little bit more your back and your glutes. We can also interlace our fingers and just stretch completely our back. Good. And whenever you want to come back, just bring both of your hands to your thighs. Good. Bring your head up. And then slowly take the ball out. Good. This time we're going to sit down, so just cross your legs and then open them through the sides. Stretch your hands once more. This time the crown of your head is touching the ball. Both of your legs are open. Toes looking up. Belly facing front, maybe touching the floor. Stretch your hands, elbows, shoulders. We're almost done, so try to just stretch as much as you can and enjoy as much as you can. And then just come back slowly, slowly to the center. Great. We're gonna sit down, just a simple crossed legs. You can bring the ball to your back and just lean with your back completely straight. We can move our head from side to side or maybe in circles. And just close your eyes a little bit. We're going to try to stay in here for just a couple of breaths. Meditating, breathing, calming our mind, our senses. You can open your hands to the sky, or maybe you can touch your belly with your hands. Feel the life that is inside of you. Feel this moment. It is beautiful. It is beautiful to be here with your baby, with yourself, with your breath. Everything is all right. We can keep that breath steady. And if you want, you can also inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And if you do this, just try to exhale slowly. Imagine that you're taking a really thin thread through your mouth. And every time you breathe in, that energy of the oxygen just transforms into life inside of you. Feel your awareness. And I do like to thank my body for all the amazing things that it's doing. I try to be compassionate with it. And whenever you're ready, just open your eyes. Great. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for practicing this sequence. Hope to see you soon.